This week on He Thinks, She Thinks, we're going to look at what's the purpose of talking if you're a woman versus if you're a guy. Well, it's pretty simple, and it creates a heck of a lot of drama and trouble. But women generally talk to connect. I want you to remember that. Women talk to get closer. Women talk to kind of work through an experience and make sense of it together. Men, not so much. Guys talk usually for pragmatic reasons. They talk to get to a solution. They talk to solve something, finish it, and move on. This is not universally true, but we all know it's fairly universally true. Problem is, we have this crazy idea that men and women should actually get together and have conversations, particularly if they're in a relationship together. So, have you ever had this experience? You're a woman, you're sitting down, you're talking to your guy, and you really just want him to listen. You're kind of talking to figure it out as you go along. You don't really want any opinions. What you want is support. You want to feel close. You're talking, remember, to connect. Women talk to connect. The guy, however, the way he loves you is in a conversation, he sits down and he wants to solve your problem, which is actually a great impulse because he wants to take your distress away. We're really hard on the guys. We say, oh, you're just trying to give me advice. Don't forget, the reason he's doing that is not to be bossy or to be a bully. He's trying to take your distress away. So if you're distressed about a problem with a coworker who's been giving you a really hard time, he wants to get in there and tell you how to solve it so you feel better. So hey, gals, it's actually an act of love. Women talk to connect and to engage in a process, and they're not really looking for an outcome. Men, they want to get in there, have an outcome, and fix it. So what does that mean in a practical sense? What's some takeaway advice for how you can talk to your guy, and guys, how you can actually talk to your women without getting your hand slapped? Okay, guys, remember, she's actually talking just to connect with you. So become Freudian and essentially say, really, oh, really, honey, that sounds tough. Honest to God, go get a pen and write it down. Really? Oh, wow. Honey, that sounds tough. If you write that down, guys, and keep it in a little Post-it note in your wallet, pull it out when you need it, you're going to be sending me flowers of thanks. Because suddenly your conversations with your women are going to go well. Because she now feels like you're with her, you're connecting with her, and remember, women speak to connect, and that she matters to you. Now, women, come on, what about the guys? If a guy sits down and he wants to talk to you about a problem he's having negotiating your new mortgage, he actually isn't so much looking for you to say, oh, honey, that sounds tough. He may enjoy some of that, but he also wants you to say, well, do you want my thoughts on that? And if he says yes, then he wants some practical solutions. Well, did you think of this? How about maybe if you did that? Would it be helpful if? And he feels loved, he feels listened to, he feels like it wasn't a waste of time. One final thing in terms of advice for couples, there's a lot of research that shows if you spend 30 minutes a day in what's called a stress buffering conversation, that is talking about the stuff that is bothering you, using the hints I've just given you, you have a far higher likelihood of a marriage that lasts forever. One of the predictors of divorce is people who don't develop that capacity. So sit down. Guys, shut up and say, listen and let her connect. Women, ask him if he wants input and give him some practical solutions to what he's bringing up, and live happily ever after.